SB19 didn't just make waves in 2025, they shook the global music industry. And today, for the first time ever, a Billboard insider is spilling the secrets behind their domination. From unseen strategies to record-breaking performances and shocking industry moves, this isn't what fans think, it's what really happened behind the curtain. Stay tuned as we break down exactly how SB19 became a global phenomenon, the records they shattered, and the bold decisions that set them apart from every other group. Like, share, and subscribe, because what you're about to hear will change how you see SB19 forever. 2025 marked a seismic shift in global pop music, and SB19 found themselves at the very center of it. While K-pop continued to dominate worldwide, P-pop's rise was undeniable, fueled by digital-first strategies and passionate fandoms that crossed borders. SB19 wasn't just participating, they were defining a new standard. Streaming platforms reported record numbers. Millions of streams per single, trending playlists in multiple countries, and YouTube views that rivaled long-established global acts. On social media, engagement skyrocketed with viral challenges, fan campaigns, and trending hashtags that placed SB19 consistently in international conversations. Their chart entries weren't occasional, they were a pattern of consistent, high-impact presence, cementing their status as a force to be reckoned with. Industry insiders at Billboard noticed early. Analysts, trend scouts, and chart strategists were tracking every move, from release timing to social media engagement metrics. They recognized that SB19's 2025 dominance wasn't accidental, it was calculated. Each move, from viral choreography to digital collaborations, was part of a larger, strategic roadmap. While the world saw energetic performances and captivating music, Billboard insiders saw the methodical planning behind them. SB19's rise wasn't luck, it was strategic domination, blending creativity, fan connection, and smart management. 2025 wasn't just another year in music, it was the year SB19 elevated P-pop from regional curiosity to global recognition, leaving everyone, fans and critics alike, scrambling to catch up. Behind the scenes, Billboard wasn't merely reporting, they were actively monitoring SB19's every strategic move. Their team consisted of expert data analysts, trend scouts, and international chart strategists who dissected social media traction, streaming spikes, and cross-platform engagement to predict the next big hits. This insider perspective gave them a front-row seat to SB19's meticulous planning and fan interaction strategy, something the public rarely sees. Credibility is everything in music reporting, and Billboard's insiders had it. Their insights were grounded in data, trend forecasting, and industry networks, not just speculation. SB19 caught their attention for several reasons. First, consistency. Week after week, single after single, they maintained high-quality output that resonated globally. Second, their appeal wasn't limited to one market, fans across Asia, the Americas, and Europe were engaging simultaneously, a rare feat for P-pop acts. Third, their fanbase was uniquely organized and passionate, turning streaming campaigns, fan challenges, and social media trends into measurable chart influence. What fascinated Billboard insiders most was their predictive power. Using patterns from previous releases, fan activity, and marketing strategy, insiders could anticipate SB19's next moves long before they dropped, whether it was a viral dance, an international collaboration, or a strategic live performance. For the industry, SB19 wasn't just a rising act. They were a case study in how global domination is engineered, blending creativity, fan loyalty, and meticulous planning into a blueprint that others could only try to follow. SB19's domination in 2025 wasn't accidental, it was the result of a meticulously crafted strategy that blended innovation, timing, and fan psychology. At the core was a digital-first marketing approach. Every release, every teaser, and every challenge was optimized for platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, ensuring maximum virality. Short, visually striking content sparked global trends, with millions of fans recreating dances and sharing clips, multiplying exposure without massive ad spend. The group's team also implemented innovative fan engagement strategies through Autumn, turning their community into active collaborators rather than passive viewers. Coordinated streaming parties, hashtag campaigns, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content amplified their reach, creating measurable chart impact. Timing was another key factor. Singles were released strategically to coincide with global cultural moments, trending sounds, or major holidays, maximizing both streams and social conversation. Collaborations in cross-cultural projects, from remixes with international producers to joint online events, expanded SB19's footprint beyond Asia, introducing P-pop to previously untapped audiences. Each strategic move fed directly into chart domination. Streaming spikes from fan campaigns, viral trends, and timely collaborations were not random, they were predicted, monitored, and adjusted in real time by a team that understood the global music landscape. SB19's success became a blueprint in 2025, a combination of meticulous planning, digital savvy, and fan-powered momentum that other acts could only aspire to replicate. The numbers behind SB19's 2025 domination are staggering. On Spotify, their top singles consistently surpassed 20 million streams within weeks, placing them in curated global playlists that reached audiences across Europe, the Americas, and Asia. Apple Music mirrored this trend, with multiple tracks topping regional charts simultaneously. On YouTube, their music videos shattered previous P-pop records, with views reaching double-digit millions in days, and fan-made content extending reach exponentially. These weren't just high numbers, they represented a new benchmark for P-pop globally. Billboard insiders were especially impressed with the firsts SB19 achieved. They became the first P-pop act to consistently rank in multiple global charts in a single year, and the first to maintain consecutive weeks on the Billboard Social 50 and Emerging Artists charts. Their Billboard Hot 100 appearances, an unprecedented feat for Southeast Asian acts, cemented their position on a global stage. When compared to competitors, SB19's growth outpaced traditional giants in several key metrics. While established acts relied heavily on traditional media exposure, SB19 leveraged digital virality and community engagement to drive chart momentum. Fan-led streaming campaigns translated directly into chart performance, surpassing older, more resource-heavy promotions. The results are clear. SB19 didn't just enter the global music conversation, they redefined it, proving that strategic digital engagement and loyal fan mobilization could eclipse even the most established industry titans. SB19's 2025 success was powered not only by music but by show-stopping performances that became global talking points. Each live stage was carefully engineered to create moments that were instantly shareable on social media, from viral choreography drops to jaw-dropping group formations. Fans weren't just watching, they were participating online, recreating moves, sharing clips, and generating trends that amplified SB19's reach beyond conventional media. Their stage presence combined charisma, precision, and storytelling, turning every performance into a narrative that fans could emotionally invest in. The visual and thematic production choices elevated these shows further. Every backdrop, lighting sequence, and costume design was meticulously planned to complement the music, creating Instagram-worthy moments while reinforcing SB19's unique identity. Interactive elements, such as call-and-response sections with audiences and onstage fan shoutouts, strengthened community engagement and gave performances a live, participatory feel. Rehearsal and preparation were critical. Insider reports reveal that SB19 devoted hours daily to perfecting synchronization, facial expressions, and energy transitions. Creative direction didn't just focus on executing choreography, it emphasized storytelling, emotional impact, and viral potential. The result was a series of performances that transcended entertainment. They became cultural moments, global social media phenomena, and a clear demonstration that stage innovation can define a group's dominance as much as chart-topping hits. Behind SB19's meteoric rise in 2025 was a carefully orchestrated management and label strategy that often went unnoticed by the public. Their team meticulously planned concert tours, media partnerships, and international collaborations, ensuring each move aligned with global market opportunities. Billboard insiders noted that every release, collaboration, or tour stop wasn't just a promotional effort, it was part of a long-term blueprint for global relevance. Strategic release timing played a major role. Singles were dropped to maximize streaming impact during key cultural or digital events, while collaborations with international producers and artists introduced SB19 to new audiences without compromising their identity. Beyond conventional promotion, the label encouraged risk-taking with unconventional strategies, surprise livestreams, interactive fan campaigns, and cross-platform content that blurred the lines between music, social media, and digital marketing. Billboard insiders emphasized that these moves weren't just creative, they were quantifiable drivers of global chart success. International media coverage, coupled with fan-driven campaigns, amplified each strategic decision, transforming them into measurable metrics that rivaled top Western acts. This level of planning gave SB19 not only commercial success but also credibility in the eyes of the global music industry. In 2025, SB19's management proved that strategic vision and calculated risk-taking could elevate a P-pop group from regional sensation to global contender. Behind every viral hit and chart-topping performance lay a well-executed, insider-approved strategy that made domination inevitable. SB19's domination in 2025 wasn't just about their music, it was powered by the unmatched dedication of their fanbase, Aten. This wasn't ordinary fandom, it was a highly organized, digitally savvy community that actively shaped the group's global success. Fans created viral content, choreographed recreations, fan edits, and streaming challenges that multiplied SB19's reach exponentially. Social media platforms became extensions of SB19's marketing strategy, with fans driving trends and hashtag campaigns that consistently trended worldwide. Aten's coordinated streaming efforts directly influenced chart performance. Fan-led campaigns on Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube ensured that every release broke records, sometimes outperforming international superstars in streaming velocity. Even outside the charts, fan initiatives generated media coverage, created buzz around live events, and built online narratives that amplified SB19's visibility globally. Billboard insiders noted that Aten wasn't just a support network, they were a measurable, quantifiable force that could predict and amplify the group's impact. SB19 nurtured this relationship carefully. Interactive content, personal messages, live Q&As, and strategic surprises strengthened the bond, turning passive listeners into active participants. The result? A fan-powered engine of global influence, where every single, dance challenge, and performance was magnified through the loyalty and creativity of Aten. For the music industry, this demonstrated that fandoms are no longer just followers, they are strategic partners capable of shaping chart success and global relevance. SB19's achievements in 2025 went beyond numbers, they signaled a cultural shift for P-pop, positioning it firmly on the global music map. Historically overshadowed by K-pop, P-pop gained international credibility through SB19's strategic artistry, viral performances, and fan-driven promotion. Award shows, global music festivals, and international media outlets began recognizing the group not merely as a regional act but as a representative of the Philippines on the world stage. Their visibility opened doors for other P-pop acts, creating a pathway for Southeast Asian talent to reach global audiences. Billboard insiders observed that 2025 was a tipping point. SB19's dominance highlighted the power of cross-cultural appeal, showing that music transcends language when combined with strategy, charisma, and fan engagement. Their presence in international charts, festival lineups, and award nominations demonstrated that P-pop could compete with global genres on equal footing. Moreover, SB19's success influenced music trends, inspiring artists to integrate innovative choreography, digital-first engagement, and fan participation into their releases. The cultural significance is undeniable. SB19 transformed P-pop from a niche genre into a global movement. By proving that Southeast Asian acts could dominate charts, influence trends, and engage international fans meaningfully, they reshaped the perception of Filipino music worldwide. For Billboard insiders and industry observers, this wasn't just a breakout year, it was a milestone that redefined what global pop could look like, establishing P-pop as a serious contender on the world stage. SB19's 2025 rise wasn't without obstacles. Despite their growing popularity, industry skepticism lingered. Critics questioned whether a P-pop group could sustain global relevance or compete with established K-pop and Western acts. Competition was fierce, with veteran performers and new acts vying for chart positions, streaming numbers, and international attention. Logistical hurdles, from coordinating global tours to managing multi-platform content releases, tested both the group and their management. What set SB19 apart was their strategic navigation of these challenges. Every perceived obstacle became a calculated opportunity. Delayed releases were used to build anticipation, competing chart windows were leveraged through fan-coordinated streaming pushes, and international collaborations were timed to maximize visibility. Their management didn't just react, they predicted potential pitfalls and built contingencies, ensuring that challenges amplified rather than hindered their momentum. Don't miss a single moment of SB19's journey. Like this video if you're amazed by their 2025 domination, share it with fellow Otten fans worldwide, and hit that subscribe button to join our community for exclusive updates, behind-the-scenes insights, and viral content. The story isn't over, SB19 is just getting started, and you'll want to be front and center as they take the world by storm.